Okay. All right, y'all. I found my earbud. It was on the floor to the left of me, which is funny because the earmuff was on this side on the right of me. So I didn't lose it. That's good. And I'm glad I have never gotten to a fight with somebody like that in my life because I don't know what would happen. Like I said, I've only been in one fist fight in my life, and that was with an ex of mine who thought it was okay to grab my hair and pull it. Not just pull it, but pull it to get leverage on me to like try to scoop me up and hit me in the face. And I'm like, wow, this dude is really trying to hurt me. Like, you know, you get into arguments and you get into altercations with spouses and significant others. But at that point, I felt like, wow, my life is really in danger. What? When did this happen? Let me tell you. Okay. Let me tell you. Hold up. Hold up. I told y'all this before. Start over. I missed the beginning. All right. So let me tell you. Okay. So back in college, first year I lived on campus. Second year, I lived in a student housing apartment complex with other college students. Third year, my mom was trying to force me to live on campus again or to live in this student apartment housing again, which was expensive, whether it was on campus or in this apartment housing. So you need to break up. I got you. So what I ended up doing, I was talking to this guy for 5 months. And, you know, we eventually got together within those 5 months. He convinced me. He was like, yeah, hey, we should, you know, my lease is running out. And, you know, this summer you're going into school. You know, your mom is trying to force you into a situation that you don't want. We should get an apartment together. And at first I was like, I don't know. Like that just doesn't sound like something I should just jump into. And I expressed that to him, but he was a little bit older than me. So that kind of put me in a place where I felt like, okay, well, he has more experience with this. Maybe he knows better. So I went along with it. Okay. Now, while we ended up moving together, shacking up, whatever you want to call it, he ended up inviting his friend who he wasn't particularly familiar with either, but they had connected over the years or whatever. And he invited his friend to come and move in with us. So we had a 2 bedroom apartment, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1 living room, 1 kitchen, of course. And he convinced me, like, if we do this, you know, our rent will be cheaper, it'll be easier on us. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm all for cheaper. I'm a college student. So we ended up all moving in together. I met the roommate. The roommate was cool. I didn't really have any issue with him, I don't think, at all throughout our living experience. The issue came when me and the boyfriend moved in together, and about a month or two in, we ended up breaking up because after living together, we realized that we just were not compatible. And that was because we didn't take enough time to get to know one another. Um, so, anyone watching, okay, anyone watching, if you don't know a person and you like them and y'all getting along and y'all dating and it's all cool and then you move in together, just know that shit is completely different from that's gonna be a whole different person than what you know. So I was cool with us breaking up. I was cool. My name was on the lease. Um, yeah, I think just my name was on the lease, actually. So my credit was on the line. Like I said, the roommate, even though he was friends with my ex, he wasn't problematic in any way. The only thing I didn't like about him is that I'm glad it worked out for me. The only thing I didn't like about him was that he was a Beyonce fanatic, and he played Beyonce every day, all day, no matter what time of the day, what time of the year. Like, no matter what he was going through, it was Beyonce. That is why to this day I do not like Beyonce, because he played that bitch every chance he got. Um, oh no, baby, can't be the sole signer for two other grown ass people. I had the best credit. I was just, I just jumped into college. They didn't have good credit, so it was kind of dependent on me. Looking back on it, I wouldn't jump into that situation either. But in the end, it all worked out. Everybody paid their rent on time, so I'm lucky in that. Despite whatever we were going through, we all realized that we have to pay money to stay here. So it worked. So, like I said, 2 months down the line, me and the ex ended up separating. It was because I just felt like we weren't connecting on a deep, intimate level, and I felt like we were on two different wavelengths. And I expressed that to him early on in the relationship. He brushed it off. He didn't pay it any attention. And, I tried to deal with it the best way I could because of our living situation. And if I'm not happy, I'm not happy. And so I expressed that to him yet again. And I told him, because of this, as a result of this, because of your reactions to the situation, I don't want to be with you anymore. And we broke up. Now, keep in mind, we had a 2-bedroom apartment, so me and him were sharing a room together. Despite my name being on the lease of this apartment, I ended up sleeping in the living room because I was so unproblematic. I didn't want to cause issue or problems with my other two roommates. Looking back on it, it was a dumbass situation. However, somewhere down the line, and this was after our altercation, our fight, I realized, bitch, your name is on this motherfucking lease, bitch. You have the most to lose here. You're not sleeping in no motherfucking living room. Even if you don't have no motherfucking bed, bitch, you gonna have your motherfucking privacy. And so, before that, after we broke up, nah, son, ain't nobody sleeping on the couch when they on the lease. Despite that, before that, after we broke up, he was all, oh, I'm so distraught. Oh, why did you leave me? Oh, why won't you love me? Nigga, where was all this energy when I told you I wasn't happy and like I just felt disconnected from you? Like, where was all this energy? He would go to work, he would come home, and I guess he hated his job so much, he just wanted to remove himself from people and social interaction altogether. And because of that, I felt disconnected from him. I told him I did not, like, I wasn't happy, and he brushed that shit off. So I broke up with him. And all of a sudden, you won't love me. Oh my God. I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck about them tears. Like, I'm sweet, I'm compassionate, I'm empathetic. But bitch, when I tell you I'm not happy and you don't pay that shit no attention, I'm not gonna give any care to what you got going on. Cause obviously you didn't give a fuck. So when we were in a relationship, he was like, "Oh, you serious? Serious? Yep." When we was in a relationship, I ended up breaking up with him sometime around Thanksgiving, around this time, or maybe it was between this time and Christmas. I ended up loaning him some money because he wanted to throw this Pink Friday party because this is when Nicki Minaj first came out and he was so into Nicki Minaj. Did I end up changing the thumbnail? I'm sorry. I don't think I changed the thumbnail. I didn't. Okay. Let me change the thumbnail. I'm sorry. That's gonna irritate me. Alright. So he was throwing this Pink Friday party. I lent him some money because he said, oh, it wasn't for the Pink Friday party. He said, oh, I'm short on my insurance for whatever the case is, and I just need some money for now, and I'll pay you back or whatever. And at this point, I had no reason to suspect that he wouldn't pay me back because up to this point, he has been good with money as far as paying the rent on time, paying the utilities. Like everyone was collectively working together to make sure everything was paid for. So I lent him the money. Christmas came around. He before Christmas came, he bought a pink Christmas tree, some ornaments, some decorations, all this shit, right? So I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, a Christmas tree? Oh, Santa must have came in town. You must have my money. Keep in mind, at this point, we have broken up. And he feels some type of way about this shit. I'm like, oh, you must have my money. He's like, why would you think that? Why would I think that? You walking up in here like you Santa Claus spreading holiday cheer with this pink fucking Christmas tree that you really don't need for the look of this party that you're trying to throw. So you must have my money. You must have it. And he was like, no, I don't have it. Now here's me. This is when I first realized that with me, I don't like money hanging in limbo. I don't like asking friends for money. I don't like having things hang over my head. So for me, the first chance I get to pay you back, I'm paying you back. Before I'm buying anything, I'm paying you back because you didn't have to give me that money. So I feel like out of respect for you, before I do anything else, you gonna get your money. He didn't feel that same way. And I realized everyone doesn't operate like that. So when I realized he wasn't gonna pay me back, and he was more invested in this party and Nicki Minaj and doing drag, dressing up like Nicki, I was like, oh, okay. I can't force you to pay me my money back. But you gonna need me for something. And when you come to me for that something, I'm gonna pay you dust. Because I don't want to hear what the fuck you saying unless you give me my coins. So that's exactly what I did. Now, it was around this time that I started doing hair on the side to make a little extra money. I was a college student living in an apartment with 2 other roommates, and all my money was going towards rent, utilities, whatever. So I was practically broke. So I was doing hair on the side to make a little extra coin or whatever. The first client I ended up having, he was coming to me to redo his twist or whatever. The first time he came over, I was doing his twist. My ex-boyfriend came in the house. He got settled in. He asked me, hey, you mind if I use your laptop to go on the internet and look up something? And like the petty bitch that I am, I told him no, because I think you have some things that you need to sit and think about and meditate about, such as paying me my money. Now, here's the thing. If you get into it with me, I'm not a bitch to get angry and get riled up with you. Because you upset and you trying to get a reaction out of me. I'm going to keep it cute, keep it classy, and I'm going to kill it with kindness, and I'm going to be nice nasty to you. So I was like, no, you cannot. Sorry, as I scroll along on the internet. So he felt some type of way about that. So as I'm twisting this man's hair, he stands over me again and he asks me to use my laptop. And again, I politely decline and ever so sweetly tell him that no, you will not, and be gone because I'm busy and you're impeding on my personal space. So then this man knew that my one pet peeve, now keep in mind, this was around the time that I started my hair channel. So at this point, I was really into my hair. I was obsessed. I was deep conditioning every week. Like, I was into it. So this man knew that my hair was everything. So as I'm doing this young man's hair, he proceeds to go, grab my hair, which was in the afro, and he tugs. I sweetly and politely tell him, do not grab my hair. I don't play that. As he is upset and riled up, and he realizes he's not getting a reaction out of me because he's exuding all this emotion, and I'm paying him nothing but dust, and I'm just cold and distant. He was like, oh, so you think you gonna have me be the only one upset? Alright, I'm gonna pull your shit again. Tug. Oh, alright. So when he tugs the second time, I stand up from doing this young man's hair and I pull my hand back and I slapped him with every force, energy, fiber of my being. I slap him in the face. And at that point, we end up in a domestic violent brawl situation. So I've seen this carried out on the Bad Girls Club. You know, like you see them bitches fight. You see if they really wanted to, they could do damage. You know what I'm saying? Like they do that shit for the cameras. If they really wanted to hurt somebody, they would throw bitches over fucking staircases, over ledges and shit. They would have them bitches tumbling and falling. They just doing that shit because they get paid to like cause drama and fight. You know what I'm saying? And so in my mind, that's how I was perceiving the fight to go. Like just going and throwing hits or whatever. But then as I said before, this man intentionally grabs my hair, which is properly deep conditioned and very strong and healthy. So he pulls at it and he realizes, damn, this nigga's hair is so fucking healthy. I can't do shit. I'm tugging and pulling at it, but it's so healthy and strong. I'm not doing anything. So I'm going to grip it, hold his head down, and scoop him up underneath, right? So he going in at my face. Now, while this fight is going on, I'm not feeling anything. I don't know if the adrenaline was kicking in. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I was just in complete disbelief that this man who I had feelings for, who I have slept with, who I have being intimate with, who I have entrusted with, you know, my well-being, is really doing everything in his power to inflict harm upon me. It's one thing to be angry and hurt somebody. It's another thing when you really trying to hurt somebody. Now, I was much smaller and much more slender, okay, and put together back then. And he was more of a burly football type of guy. He wasn't masculine in that sense, but he just had that type of body and stocky build. So I'm like, oh no, I know I can't compete with this guy physically. And he has the upper hand because we're standing up fighting. He has my head like this and he's scooping me up like underneath. I'm like, okay, I gotta get some leverage as well. As he's grabbing my hair, I end up grabbing his. Now, he has locks at the time, mind you. Now, I mentioned this before. I end up grabbing his locks to try to even out the fight, you know, to give me a upper hand of sense. And I start pulling and trying to punch him, and my hand keeps slipping out of his locks. Like I'm literally grabbing and it's slipping out. I'm grabbing, slipping out. I can't get any leverage from him the way he has on my afro. It's an afro. It's easy to just grab, grip, and like just go in. So he has the upper hand the whole fucking time. The fight escalates to the point where I end up getting tossed into this glass mirror that was sitting in the corner. And my leg gets cut open. It was my left leg. I still have the scar to this day. And I actually like the scar. I have the scar to this day. My leg is cut open. I'm bleeding out. And I'm freaking out. Because, first of all, I've never been in a situation where I had to fight for my life. Did you at least have Vaseline on your face? Oh my God. No, I didn't. And what ended up happening, the only reason the fight stopped is because the guy whose hair I was doing jumped up and actually stepped into the fight to defend me, a person who he just met that day. And then he caught himself and he realized, I'm not in this. I have no stake in this. I just want my hair done. So let me just get them to calm down. And so that's what he did. He kind of separated us after I got slammed into the glass mirror. And the police was called. I called the police. Actually, my client ended up convincing me to call the police because my dumbass was like, no, it's okay. I'm all right. I don't want to call the police on him. He was like, no, you're bleeding open. You need to call 911. So I call 911. The police come. The ambulance come. And because my ex didn't have any bruises or scars or anything, any damage done upon him, and I'm the one bleeding out, he ends up getting arrested because in the state of Georgia, anytime a domestic violence situation is called, somebody's going to jail. Somebody or both parties is going to jail. He ended up going to jail for the night. The ambulance came, they looked at my leg, they said, you know, it wasn't after you got thrown in the mirror, he steps in. No. He stepped in the beginning. In the beginning, he was actually trying to jump in with me and beat the guy. But you have to keep in mind, again, this person he's not my friend. I don't know him personally. So think about you going to somebody's house and getting your hair done from a kitchen tissue and like a fight breaks out between them and their husband. And you like, what the fuck do I do? You're naturally going to gravitate towards the person that's doing your hair and towards the person that wasn't showing aggression because, like, you obviously see this other person trying to inflict harm on the person. So my ex ends up going to jail. The ambulance looks at my leg. He's like, "You're okay. You're just bleeding. It's a really bad gash. Just put some peroxide on it and bandage it up." Okay, whatever. My leg healed. It wasn't that bad. The other roommate ends up coming home that night. Now, keep in mind, I actually didn't finish the guy's hair that night. So after the police ended up getting called, the guy ended up going home with his hair halfway finished. And I had to go to his house after the fact the next day and finish his hair, which was really just unprofessional and crazy. The roommate ended up coming home, but because the roommate is friends with the ex, he's like, "What happened? Oh my God." I'm like, "Yo, he just straight up attacked me." You know what I'm saying? Like, he just attacked me. I got, cut. I'm bleeding open, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, "Oh my God." He's so gay. He's like, "Oh my God." And the ex comes home the next day. I didn't think he was going to come home the next day, but he ended up coming home the next day. We didn't have any altercations after that. We just had an understanding that what was done, and there was no reconciliation for what had been done, and we would never end up getting back together. It was rocky from then on. It's funny because my mom thinks I was in like some situation against him. Like, she knows we got into a physical altercation, so I think she heard it from my aunt, which I told my aunt. But I think my aunt kind of exaggerated the incident, and like she saw like marks or scars under my neck, and that was actually from like dirty clippers I wasn't cleaning properly, and it scarred up my neck. And so she was like, "That dude tried to slice up your neck." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" My mom was like just going off the deep end. So yeah, we didn't reconcile after that. I just slept in the living room to like not cause any issues for everyone in the house. After a while, I felt stupid. Um, Actually, I that night I felt unsafe in that house even after he went to jail. So I actually went to stay with Cleveland that night. Deep voice. I ended up going back to his house. He was my ex from the previous relationship. We kept in touch, even though he was respectful of my relationship or whatever. And I ended up sleeping over his house with him and his boyfriend or whatever, and sleeping in their living room. Ended up going back home. My ex that beat me up came home, and oh, I forgot to mention the reason I couldn't grab his locks while we was fighting is because them shits kept coming out. Like, I was grabbing, and his shit was so thin and weak. Every time I grabbed, locks was coming out. So by the time the fight was over, it was locks scattered all over the carpet living room floor. Um, it was bad. It was bad. While I had a scar on my leg, that dude cannot grow his hair back in. It was so thin and so bald from all the locks I pulled out. I must have pulled out at least 10 of them, and they were medium-sized locks. He sprayed in his hair with a black hairspray for a while. But eventually, when we met up years later to reconcile what had happened with our living experience, yes, trophies. He This was after I just started beauty school, and I moved out and I went back home. He ended up finding me on Instagram, and he messaged me. He was like, "Do you mind if we, meet up or whatever?" Um, and I just want to talk about what ended up happening with us living together, and I just want to find closure and this and that. And I was like, "Okay, cool." I was in a different place in my life. I was cool. I was fine, and I didn't think it would get anywhere physical again. So I met up with him. um we met at a Jason's Deli, and when I met him, he had a whole new look. Like, his head was shaved complete. He had a low fade. He let go of the locks. I guess he had to at some point, and he let me know that he was. I remember what it was. He said he had saw a video on my YouTube page because he knew I made YouTube. He wasn't really into me doing the YouTube like that. Like, he wasn't following me or anything. But he said years later, he saw the YouTube video after I had moved out away from him. And he saw my perspective of everything that was going on. And um, he felt bad that he played a part in me having such a bad experience with living with them in that situation. So he wanted to just personally apologize for everything that he took part in that whole situation. Um, so we met up. He apologized for that. He told me he saw the video, and he said he felt some type of way as he was watching it, but he just sat back. He took a step back and just listened to my perspective as opposed to putting himself in there. And he said, he just ultimately just felt bad because that's not what he intended to happen. When he was, encouraging me to move in with him together. And he felt bad. He did. He felt bad. His apology, I felt, was genuine. Um, at that point, I really didn't have any attraction or any drive to reinstill like some type of friendship or relationship with him. He was with somebody at the time. He was trying to figure out, was I with somebody? And then I told him no, I wasn't. I was single. He was like, well, what you waiting for? I was like, okay, like, you kind of like, what you trying to figure all this out for? Um, so I don't know if he was just trying to see if I was available, if he was gonna leave his ex to like be with me again, because he did express um during that meeting that he did really have feelings for me, and he wished things had played out with me differently. And he said that um what he had with me was different than he ever felt with anybody else. And I honestly just think that's just because that's just me as a person. Like, I'm not the typical guy you date. Like, when you date me, you're dating a guy with substance. You're dating a guy who wants more for you. You're dating a guy who is invested in me and you as you are to me. So I think he wasn't used to that. So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not dating anyone, but I'm good. I'm enjoying the single life. And so that was the last time I saw him. And that was a learning experience for me. That was the first and only domestic violence situation I have been in. And God so help me, that will be the last. And if I so end up in another situation, bitch, you can best believe I'm fighting with every fiber of my being, and I will not remain in that situation. Because that shit scared the fuck out of me. You hear about women getting beat on by men all the time, but you don't think as a man dating under men that you're going to end up in that sort of situation. And I honestly, at that point, I didn't know how deep it was going to go. I just knew if you're holding back because this is somebody that you care about, despite you not being with this person anymore. But this person is really trying to hurt you in a way that you aren't trying to hurt them. And so you need to throw that shit out the window and fight back. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Narada. It's okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. It's okay. It's okay. I lived through it. I learned from it. And honestly, out of all my relationships, that is the one that I grew the most from and that I learned the most from. It taught me to be a bit more humble, especially towards my mom. It 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 taught me to handle situations a bit more differently, and it also taught me to not always expect the best in everybody. To always realize that there's always a chance that somebody could flip and turn, and you'll see the worst in people despite seeing the best in them. So It's all good. It's all good. And it's funny, you would think I would know that already from seeing that from my mom, which is someone you would think would have my best interest at heart, but yeah. Yeah. That didn't turn out so great, did it? All right, let's get to this game. Oh, I still got Deceit playing. Close this out. After him, I ended up dating 2 people after that, and it didn't work out with those 2 people. And after the second person, I realized that I needed to take time for myself and invest in myself the way that I was investing in these other people. And that is part of the reason why I have been single and celibate for the past 5 years. It was only supposed to be like a year or so, but well, I knew I had some more growing to do, and I had some more self-reflections. So for me, I knew that I wasn't ready to get back into a relationship, and I needed to take time to learn to love me. Oh, this TV is going. So I have done the work. I have learned and grown as a person, and I have taken the time to learn to love and appreciate all of my perfections, all of my flaws, and I have learned to not just accept my flaws, but to grow and learn from them. When will it be time, Narada? It will be time for me when the right person comes along, and that's just what it is. I'm not in any rush. I know that whoever is out there for me is for me, and it just may not be time for me right now. You know, it could be that I'm just so busy trying to build up our business that I don't have time to be distracted with a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I actually, despite that being, oh, y'all can't hear. Despite that being one of my worst relationship experiences, like I said, I have learned the most from it. And I appreciate him for that, because had it not been for that relationship, I probably wouldn't have done so much self-reflection. I'm at that place right now too. And you know what? I'm fine with being single. Like as much as I joke and and complain, I am fine with being single. If I never end up being with someone in my life, I'm so secure and comfortable with the person I am that I'm going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Being alone doesn't scare me. Damn, I got sober real quick. Yeah, if somebody comes along, that's a great luxury to have, but I'm not dependent on that. That's exactly what it is. It's a luxury, not a necessity. All right, we are going to do the daily ritual to escape and collect a new item one time. We're going to do that. Then we're going to play with Ghostface, Nightmare, and something else. The occasional dick would be nice, though. It is, but honestly, in this city with these people, I'm good on dirty dicks. I don't even want to play around with that. This is Atlanta. The HIV infection rate in this city is so fucking high that I'm kind of glad that I'm celibate, and I'm glad I'm not fooling with nobody, because that shit is scary. It's scary. Sometimes I want a relationship, but mostly because I feel the desire for the validation of others, and it's ugly to me. Hey, Paul! It's okay. I felt that way 2 years ago, and it takes time to get to a point. First off, let me say that it's funny because I've always been alone for the majority of my life. Even as a child, even growing up with sisters, me and Aaliyah was not always as close as we are. I didn't have anybody, especially when I came out. So it took years to be comfortable and okay with being alone. And a lot of the times I felt like being alone and being happy with being alone was a problem, and that something was wrong with me, because everyone always said that. My mom always says, oh, you don't want to be around people because you're scared of people. No, I don't want to be around people because I don't want to be around people, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm naturally an introvert, and I naturally enjoy being in my own space, being in my own company, and not being dependent on other people being around me. So everybody isn't like that. Everyone isn't built like that, but it's all in balance. I do feel like being alone all the time is definitely bad. Being with people all the time is bad as well. You have to be able to adjust to both situations and not be too reliant and dependent on both. Because we as people are naturally social creatures. And a lot of times we vie for being around and being with people, even when those people are not good for us. So you have to learn how to be able to distance yourself and remove yourself from toxic people, and learn how to be okay with just your own self. That's why you got us nice little balance. Exactly! Alright, so we're going against Ghostface. Oh shit! Oh shit. Oh, and I'm right by the hook. Watch out, he's coming right for you! Thing, no, don't take me down! Thing! Thing! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh My God, I like the red cow. How fashionable. Wiggle! 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 Fang, why would you do that, you stupid ass? Oh my God, this stupid ass bitch. Uh-oh, he coming for her too. He coming for her too. Don't pull me off. Please don't. Please don't. I need another pallet. I need another pallet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay, Nia. It's okay. It's not meant today. It's not meant. This is tragic. It is. That wasn't a good chase. Don't say that. The hook part always makes me cringe. This was horrible. At least they got 3 hooks off of me. This was pathetic. I thought that doing that Jen in the house would give me an upper hand because I could see him coming. That was, ooh, I would panic. I haven't played that. That's not fair. You were already out the freaking window. I know this hitbox. These hitboxes is it's just horrible. It is. Oh, I got a copyright infringement. Really? I got a copyright infringement from the bus driver punching the girl on the bus. Claimed by Full Screen DMR. Really? You don't own that material though. That is crazy. That's fine. That just means I can't earn money from that video. It's all good. I don't care about that. Ooh, flashlight.
Kiss my grits.
Narada, get back to the games now. That was fast. Copyright strike on a video that didn't have music. I don't know. I don't know. Look, are you allowed to counter that copyright infringement if it wasn't theirs to begin with? Yes, you are, but I'm not willing to go through all of that. Actually, I think I will. I think I will. Let's see. Not suitable for most viewers. Like I said, I don't really care to make revenue off of this video. Wait, why are you in 2 playlists? Streaming raw drunk. Oh, that's why. Okay. Damn it. This whole new YouTube shit, I don't know. Let me see. View details. Oh, it wasn't that. It was the guy getting... Wait a minute. It's only 30 seconds. I missed all of it. Who owns that content? I don't have time to look at that right now. Nobody owns that content. That's crazy. Sorry. YouTube is getting ridiculous. They playing more ads, but they're taking more money from content creators. Toothpaste 35. She ain't nowhere near us. Have you thought about streaming on Twitch? I have. I stuck with YouTube because this is the platform that everyone is accustomed to. But come January when they... Come January when they implement this COPPA situation, I may end up having to move to Twitch. So really, I stuck with YouTube because this is really what I'm used to. But a lot of people said there's more revenue associated with Twitch. I just have to get used to the platform. I'm used to like videos being laid out for everybody to like rewatch. Twitch is more so designed for people to like catch things right then and there, even though they do have the option for you to archive videos for later viewing. But I don't know. I think it just takes a while for me to get accustomed to the difference. Do you know when the Oni is coming out on Xbox? I have no idea. I did see some footage of him today from that one streamer who streams a lot of Dead by Daylight content, on gaming or something like that. Do you still have those streams from Twitch? I'm gonna be honest. I felt some kind of way after they deleted my Resident Evil 2 gameplay. That's really what pissed me the fuck off. Even though I changed the settings, I was just kind of like, I'm just horrible with social media. And, uh-oh. How did you get down? Oh, shit. Alright, they got him off. Let me get her off. Ooh, she in the basement. Alright, she's probably not gonna come this way. Oh, she is though. Oh, she's close. Thing was over here putting in work. Oh wow, you hit your goal for the VR. Yes, it's thanks to is it Stars Above? I can't remember. Yes, Stars Above. She tipped 50 and put us over the threshold. So I will be getting the VR headset for Black Friday. And oh, she coming for my ass. All right, stop running. Damn, they broke the pallet. And I got this bright ass yellow shirt. Way to go, Stars. Alright, they're both over there. Haha, star emoji. Yes, I want to thank everyone again who donated to help us get the VR headset. Where's she at? Oh. Nope. 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 Yeah, you know you gotta go to that gate. You know you gotta go to that gate. I'm so excited and I'm scared to do the VR. I definitely know the first game we play with VR is going to be... It's going to be a horror game. Ooh. Uh-oh. She coming. Okay, I can take a hit for you, but that's all you get. No! Are we still playing Neo? Do a box opening video. I will. I definitely will. I didn't know if you guys wanted to see that still, but we can play it. I was open to it. There wasn't a lot of like dialogue during the video, so I didn't know if you guys are feeling it like that. But well, we can see where it goes. Neo 2 is coming out too, so that's really why I wanted to start playing it. And I do want to get back into Sekiro. I low-key wanted to start over, but I was like, that's a lot of gameplay to start over. For the new people who have jumped on, but we can just pick it up where we left off, which is, I don't know. I'm just asking, it was okay. I played Neo today. It's a no for me. Got my arse kicked. Oh, I didn't even take a new item like a dumbass. All right, let's do this again. Damn. So tomorrow, I said this already, but I don't have piano lessons tomorrow, so I don't have to leave too early for piano lessons and then skating. I just have to go for skating. So tomorrow I should be streaming early in the afternoon and then late in the evening. Neo is like Dark Souls, right? Yes, it is. It is. It's not as good though. Like even Dark Souls combat was a bit more it had a bit more depth to it than Neo. Not to say that Neo is worse. I just enjoyed Dark Souls more. And I really didn't even like Dark Souls because the story was lacking. And the same thing goes for Sekiro too. I like Sekiro, but the story is lacking. And then I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I don't know where I'm going or why. I just know it's some kid he's guarding and protecting, and he's like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and I'm just not invested. You guys, I want to hit a backflip on skates so bad. He's on ice skates, so it's easier to jump on ice skates. And Batman tomorrow. Yes, yes, definitely. Batman tomorrow. Dark Souls tested my patience. I love stories like The Last of Us. Yeah, we definitely will be getting The Last of Us 2. That's a definite. Even if the game is trash, we're still gonna get it. But it's not anything like Bloodborne. Ooh! Yeah, Bloodborne. Ooh. Be right back. The only thing, it hurts like a motherfucker when you fall. It hurts so much more than regular skates. Yeah, on ice, it's really hard. It's like falling on concrete. I've always wanted to ice skate. My friend is trying to get me to go ice skating, and I'm like, I really don't want to go. Like, I really have no interest in ice skating. Speaking of which, I've skated on concrete flooring, and that shit is so amazing to skate on, but when you fall, that shit hurts. Luckily, I have a high tolerance for pain. But anyway, Bloodborne, the only thing interesting about Bloodborne was when I shot that doll in the face. That was the only thing. Oh, great skill check. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. And I just thought about it as I was pissing in the bathroom. I would play more games like Star Ocean, or, you know, RPGs that have a good story. The only problem with RPGs, especially JRPGs, is that there's a lot of grinding, and it can get really, really, really repetitive really quickly, just from doing the same battles over and over and over again. So I don't think you guys, just our fan base, would really be interested to see that. So that's why I haven't really looked into it. And then, like y'all, I like a good story too. So if it ain't enough to keep me intrigued, I don't want to play it. Try Fallout 4. I'll look into it. I'll add it to the wish list. Damn, it's hella quiet. They haven't even hit anybody. Alright, I have to get a new item. I like story progression. I hate feeling like we ain't going anywhere. Oh my god. Exactly. Nothing can keep your impulsive Aries ass intrigued. I think that's true too. I think that's true too. Even when I'm like dating or talking to someone, I lose interest so quickly. It's not even funny. It's the Aquarius moon. You are detached. Boy, is that an understatement. I am so detached from everything and everybody, even my emotions. I'm self-aware, but I have become detached. I can admit that. Hey, Millie! You sound like a Sagittarius. No, I've met Sagittarius and they are, ooh, Henny's a Sagittarius. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, bitch, you like move on so quick. Like, I'm willing to give people a chance, you know what I'm saying? But if you lose my interest in that time, then that's just what it is. This hag sucks. How are you the hag and you ain't caught nobody? I can't be around sags for long. Strangely enough, sags are like my complete opposite, but I tend to do well with them. Sag men at least. Sag. Alright, I need a new item. Alright, there's probably one in this house. Ooh, she has no one escapes death. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. There is no chest in here. You have a Gemini rising, so Sag people will be something that you attract. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're running out of time, people. We are running out of time. If I do not find a chest soon, we will not complete this daily ritual. Where are you? I hear the hatch. I don't see it. I don't see it. Ah, it's right there! Ah! Oh. This Sag married a Leo, so you can imagine how that is. I'm a Scorpio rising and moon. Oh, I'm so mad at that. I was gonna go downstairs at first too, but I second guessed myself. That was my own fault. It's alright. I really wanted that chest, and it was in the basement too. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It was in that lower level. I am so sober right now, it's not even funny. Loli, you are intense. Lord. All that damn Scorpio. Wait, I only have 5,000? All them gens I did, and I have 5,000, and I had a fucking offering for extra blood points? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Did I do a lot of generators? I did. I think. I didn't know a trap could kill you like that. No, it just lets her teleport. The trap just, it sets off a notification for her so she knows where you are. If she's close enough, she can teleport to where she set the trap instantaneously and get you. So, oh no, we're doing killer now. All right, I'm not gonna keep you up any longer than 3:30. It's almost 3 o'clock now. So we get about 2 more matches left. Ghostface is, I want to say fun, but not really. Ghostface is boring. He's so boring. He ran out of time after the doors open. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that freaking sucks. Yeah, I forgot that's what you... I didn't think that's what you meant. Alright. Let's go. Going on Lurk. Yes. Lurk Stalker mode. Okay, Jake with the ninja bun, ninja ponytail. Dank Bubba Pleb, the Deadly 101, Jellyfish, Jataro Star 123. We have 2 flashlights and 2 toolboxes. Joshua, why is every Aqua Rising person I know bisexual? Devon needs to tell me about my astrology before you go. Give him your, well, shoot. I was going to tell you to give you your personal information, but, look up your, what does she need to look up? She need to, oh my God, is that true, Devon? I'm bi, too. What does she need to, she need to look up her, shit. What did I look up that one time? It required my birthday and my birth location and time. Devon, help her. Help her. Help her. I posted it. Birthday and time of birth. Alright. Alright, get in killer mode. Get in killer mode. Stuck. Oh, Hex ruin. And no one's over here. Perfect. Ooh, they getting it done over here. Gotcha! Oh! Come here, Claudette. Come here. Really? Well, I got you now. Dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. 2 for the price of 1. You made this so easy. Oh! Did that just happen? Get her! Get her! Really? All right, thank you. Get somebody. Oh, basement.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jellyfish. Yes! Get high! Come on, move towards the hook. Move towards the hook. Damn it, it's so far! I want to move towards the basement. Oh, you again. How ironic, me and you here. I don't know where the fuck she at. Hey! Oh, he was waiting for that sprint boost. He was waiting for that sprint boost. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so heated right now. I am so heated. I'm ready to quit this game. I'm ready to rage quit right now. I'm so mad. I am so mad. I'm so mad. I am so mad. Brandon Smith has subscribed to you on YouTube. Oh, I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. Hi, Brandon. I'm like 20 minutes too late or 10 minutes too late, but you had that. What the hell? Survivors be petty. It's all good. It's part of the game. You win some, you lose some. And honestly, I hate playing with Ghostface. Now, if I really wanted to be petty, I would be playing with the Hag. And I think I will. Fuck rituals, bitch. We're playing with the hag. Hag gets everybody. Oh, she needs some add-ons. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and retwist my locks because this is. Ooh, I'm rocking an afro. Look at this. This shit ain't even sitting on my head anymore. These locks are sitting on my locks. I mean, on my afro. Which is cool. I actually like it. I like the fullness that it gives. But that should be hurting because, like, strands be getting pulled on. Edges be like. Edges be ready to get snatched. I'm not with the shits. Everyone getting a free reading. Come now, get your free reading. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff, he was reading up on me. It was kind of scary. I was like, how do stars know me better? How do stars know me better than my own damn self, bitch? Trip phantasm traps do not give no indication of being triggered by the survivor. Trap does not spawn a hag phantasm. Ten seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Extra blood points. Let's do this. Not Miss Cleo. I just said, call me now. Alright, that's a raven. I love my locks. I'm gonna be sad when it's gonna be bittersweet when I shave my hair off. Because we're all made of recycled stardust. Well, this is why I believe God lives in all of us. All of us has a piece of God within them. Whether you are atheist, whether you are Christian, whether you are Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, I believe that we all have a piece of this puzzle. Why are you going to shave it? Oh, girl, my edges is like depleting, okay? My edges is depleting. I have genetic baldness, receding hairline, whatever the case is, and I'm not here for it. Also, I'm overdoing my hair. That's really what it is. So, yeah, I'm not about to hang on to shit that's trying to leave. We had a choir director, and he had locks, and literally his locks started back here, and like he was holding on to that shit, and I'm like, nah, that's not gonna be me. What stream was that? That was the stream after my sister left, so I think it was last stream. I gotta make a Instagram post for us reaching our goal for our VR headset. I disagree with that assessment, Devon. Hold up, what I missed? A Gemini moon cannot shut up sometimes. Don't get me wrong. You guys are super creative and so good at communication, but you need to focus on one thing at a time and stay away from the gossip. Live stream shaving your head when you do. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I think I'll live stream shaving it on this channel and then pop up on my hair channel and show off my shaved head. I think that's what I'll do. Because people won't be expecting it on my other channel. Really? Woohoo! Yep. Yep. I'm going to cut it and then I'll probably end up shaving it in the shower because I can feel it in the shower. I'ma steal the clippers in my at my salon. Well, well. What have we here? A couple of rats scrounging for cheese. Damn, he missed my trap too. And you missed. Oh, for real? Oh, for real? And you're done. And you're done. Wait, really? Oh, y'all is starting early. Luckily for me, I can walk across the map because I have agitation and I have iron grip. Now, what are you gonna do, bitches? Fail! You can't defeat the hag! Hello! Oh, look who it is. It's our old friend. Hey! You won't be needing that flashlight. Lori! You better run, bitch. You better run. Yes, give me a chase. Give me a chase. To the basement with you. Your services are no longer needed. There's no escape. And what's best is that they won't even know that they tripped a trap. Oh, how I love being me. Hi, Lori. So good to see you again. Love to stay and chat, but gotta go. Well, won't be needing those traps now, will we? Yep, they're over here. You idiot. At least make it harder for me. And now I know where the other two are. Time to scatter the roaches. Alright, he gave me a run for it. Alright. What the hell was that? Come on, Dwight. I know you can do better than that. Really? Really? They always run out the window. They always run out the window. You would think they'd do something different, like run out the door. I'm not even being smart about this. Let me go ahead and hook you, because you're going to crawl off somewhere in some weird-ass fucking place, and I'm going to be pissed. I can't even feel you struggling. That's how weak you are. Pathetic. Okay. Oh, Dwight. I know where you are. Oh, there you are. Actually, I didn't, but the rats always crawl out of the hole eventually. Hey! Oh man, we have to do another match. This was too easy. It's so easy killing you as the hag, and not half as satisfying as doing it the old-fashioned way. I thought you were a girl too, Devon. I'm sorry. No, he's a boy. He's a boy. It could be like Devon, like Siobhan. Like, I've seen most girls named Siobhan, but I've seen some dudes named Siobhan. So maybe that's what they thought, like Devon, like Devon. Hell, I was cordially Ted in Discord. Wait, what? I think we all thought you were a girl. See, now y'all understand how I feel when every time I think Junko's a dude. And she's not. Like, Dana could be Danae. And I've seen some dudes named Danae. And I'm like, that sounds like a girl's name. But it could be like a play on words like Renee. So, all right, let's do the Trapper. The Trapper is always fun. I always thought Devon was a guy. I always thought Devon was gay. I mean, I don't know if he is or he isn't, but he kind of comes off like a little bisexual to me, but it wasn't exactly implied, so I never just automatically assumed. I'm gonna be honest, I think most of the guys on here is either gay or gay friendly, so what is the Spare Fury? Oh yes, yes, yes. I think I want Strider. What does gay friendly mean? It means not gay, but not homophobic. And like, you know, cause I met plenty of straight dudes that weren't gay and was still like cool with going out in public with me, cool with being my friend, which in essence would be a straight man treating another person like a person. But in my experience, I automatically assume that most straight guys are just naturally homophobic by nature just due to society, which is unfair, but that's just what it is. Is bi under gay friendly? I mean, I'm honestly gay as fuck. Nah, you're definitely bi. I'm gay, but I hate the gays. So that means you're not a gay ally. You're just a lesbian. I don't understand homophobia. Like, it literally makes no sense to me. I don't get it either. I don't know, but like, people just like people hate left-handed people, people just hate gay people for whatever the reason. I think it's some internalized self-hate. I really do. Because what did gay people do to you? And why do you have such hostility and anger towards them? Unless you're just angry for them being themselves, which is something that you're unable and incapable of doing. People hate lefties too? Yes. So many cultures vilify and ostracize and punish lefties. They do it in Islam, they do it in Asian cultures, they do it in, like, I know in Catholics, if you write Catholicism, if you write left-handed, they will force you to write right-handed. Because they associate left with being bad or being evil or not being good. So, I mean, we out here clapping cheeks, eating ass, sleeping around, fucking, it's 2019. You know, I never thought we would reach a point where people would openly admit that they eat ass and everyone would be okay with it. But here we are, going on to 2020, and apparently everyone eats ass, even girls. Who knew? Who knew girls eat men's ass? I thought it was a gay thing, but I don't know. A lot of straight men are getting into it. I blame pornos with all these bisexual men playing straight. Because before, it was a gay thing or a womanly thing. And now, all these men are going around, opening up their booty holes, and letting women devour it like they hungry and haven't had a meal in like 2 days. It's the strangest thing to me. Ain't nobody out here eating ass for real, for real. Okay, sis. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are you waiting on me? You waiting on me? Fuck out of here. The trapper's coming for you. What are you going to do? Not a damn thing, because I got you. You're trapped. You're trapped. I have the perfect place for you. It's nice and cozy.
Yeah.
All right. We'll lay one here. And we will lay one here. Where they won't expect it. Now to pick up some more traps. I'm sorry, y'all, but I love seeing y'all's reaction and Arata's input. My interjections are random, but purposeful. You is... What do you think you're doing? It's no escape. What a joke. What a joke. Damn, they hit two. Oh, for real? Ooh, you thought you was getting out. You thought you was getting away. And yet here you are in my clutches. Like last week's garbage being put out to the curb. Alright, there's only so many places you guys can be. Snatch. Snatch. Alright, the pressure is on. Where's the window at? Hi, David. Really? Wow, my lunge is trash today. All right, let's go. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. It's over. Well, well, well. Touche. I must be honest, I didn't quite expect you to touch this one. You couldn't have gone far. Somebody's over here. Somebody is over here. Nia! Wouldn't wanna see ya! Oh look, I see two people, and they're both injured! And they're both injured! What are you gonna do? Cause I'm coming for you! I'm coming for you! Oh, Nia. Oh, Nia. I almost didn't see ya. But I did. Whee! Whee! That's my teabag. That's how the trapper teabags. Over the hook. Oh, I should have closed the hatch. Dumbass. You dumbass, you could have got some extra points. Close! Yes! 250 points. Alright, that was eventful, fun, productive, and awesome, all at the same time. And the sad thing is, I'm not even tired, but I know I gotta go to bed anyway. Thank you all again for joining me for another successful Fright Night Sunday. Shit. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm itching to play some more This Land Is My Land. We'll definitely do some Batman, and if we can squeeze another game in, we'll definitely do that as well. So I might get on early tomorrow, may not, but have a wonderful night and magnificent Monday, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Thank you again to everybody who contributed and helped us reach our goal for our VR headset, the Oculus Rift S, for purchase this Black Friday so I can get this discount. Thank you all for your support, tuning in, commenting, watching, thumbsing up the video, super chat, Patreon, everything. Just thank you. All right. Yeah, good night. See you on the next one. Be blessed.